Hi everybody. In this video we're going to proceed to install Windows 10 from the USB installation drive that we made earlier. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this in and power up the machine. USB drive plugged in, powering it on. This is going to be installing Windows in UEFI mode. So let's go ahead and click Next, install Windows. You would put your product key here, but if you don't have it on you right now or you want to get it later, you can say, I don't have a product key, and select the Windows version that you would like to install. So I'm going to go with Windows 10 Pro. And this is the license agreement. You can go over it and agree. And here we're going to select custom install. And these are our drives that are installed in the machine. So I have the 8 terabyte mechanical drive, my 4 terabyte SSD, two 400 gigabyte Intel SSDs, and the 500 gigabyte Samsung NVMe drive. So I'm going to be using this Samsung NVMe drive. When I'm using SSDs, I would like to leave free space to over provision, so that way the drive would not. Well, you can read about SSD over provisioning or watch some videos about it. It's the way SSDs work with data. The more free space they have, the easier it is for them. So we'll go ahead and use this. I'm just gonna say that I'm about 350 in megabytes and apply. It's going to make any other relevant partitions. And there it is. So I'll be installing on this drive number 4, the partition that I've just made. Of course, you can just select the drive that you want to install on and it'll do everything for you. I left 124 gigabytes unallocated. It's overkill for over provisioning. But if you just click on a drive and install it to that drive, it will just continue the installation without any further interruption. So this is the partition that I'm installing it on, that I've just created. It makes a few other relevant partitions that it needs to work with, such as the UEFI partition where the bootloaders will be, and an MSR partition. So let's continue. This shouldn't take too long. I'm going to leave this without fast forwarding it or anything. You can skip ahead to the next steps, but I'm going to leave it so you have an idea of how long it takes to install Windows on a machine. You can go ahead and restart now. I think it's rebooting. Yeah, it's rebooting again. Okay, so here, what you're gonna do is I'm just going to hide my face for now. Oh, that's not the correct screen. And this one here and this one here. Okay, so now we are going to select our region. Now, we did not connect to the internet. We do not want to connect to the internet because what I like to do is I like to make a local account, not an online account for Windows. If your computer is connected to the network, to the internet, during installation, it will not give you an option to make a local offline account initially. So that is why I selected my keyboard layout and I'm going to skip adding an additional layout. Now here it's asking you to connect to a wireless network. You can simply say, I don't have internet, and then it'll give you reasons to set up Windows with a full Microsoft account, which is not what we want. Continue with limited setup. So make your username. I like to make an admin user as my first. And here you can make a password. But I don't like to make a password here because then it will force you to select 3 security questions and answers for them. We can add a password later without going through adding security questions, at least in this version of Windows, the October 2020 release. So we'll go ahead, click next, and here, choose your privacy settings. I disable all of this stuff. You can enable some of it or all of it. It pretty much describes what each one does underneath it, and you can probably find more regarding this on the internet, but I do not use or need any of this stuff, so I disable all of it. Click accept. It asks you if you want Cortana. I do not. Not now. You can go ahead and re-enable that now. And we're done. So our Windows is installed. And if you would like to add a password, you can just click Alt Control Delete. Press Alt Control Delete on your keyboard and go to change password. Old password is blank, and then a new password, and repeat your password. And you can create a password reset disk if you'd like. The basic installation is done. We didn't go over drivers yet, so that's something we're going to do in the next video that I'm going to start recording right after this one. Thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.